The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Shows his strength at the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the ground. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team?
And caught it out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
That makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So in play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. To throw, Mariota. This short throw caught by Goddard. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. The Eagles at 10-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now an option play on second down. Cook now off the lead option. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On play action, Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now third down.
These two teams all tied after one. Here we go. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing, Mariota. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Garoppolo now. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dive out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about 45. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out right at the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mariota to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. Dallas Goddard, 66 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in position to take a matchup and make plays like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. Man open left side is Brown. That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Here's Mariota. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Touchdown! Marcus Mariota, his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Continued scrambles here in the second quarter. To me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Again, it's Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the Rams on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And got his man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st down, 49ers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Another catch there for Waddle. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
49ers 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 49.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get...
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll bring it up there right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but never stop.
One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Play action, Garoppolo. They drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Taken for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this game. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And Davis with it left side. We'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. McCaffrey fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. This one, we need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
49ers 17.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 39 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Niners.
Here's Cook again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Cook up the gut. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Throwing, Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Jones now in motion left. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, but it could have gone for more.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Strike. Shot. 17. Let's go. Rail. Yellow. Yellow.
Mariota now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Cook going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, go steal. Hey, check Mega. Ready.
Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. take the field goal right here.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go, set.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the time as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to